last week on Dragon Ball Z, um, we started the session in Auntie Gretel's hut, or caravan or carriage or whatever you would call it, directly after finding out that we had been stabbed by the needle of Orcus, and finding out that myself, along with Kjax and Atanase and the mother of that child, Hazel, I'm blanking on what her name is at the moment.
Nina, but
Nina.
maybe check to see if Ava's recording yet.
She is. She said she was.
Keep going.
We all sorry. So we had found out that we were cursed to become monsters within 3 days' time. We found out that from Auntie Gretel that she could create some kind of concoction that could cure us from our monsterhood. And all we had to do was find the heart of a crypt crawler, a certain type of giant spider favored by the upside down headed goblinoids. So we decided that we were gonna go get some of that heart, you know. We departed from Auntie Gretel's, leaving Ymir behind to speak to her. And when we did, we ran into some kind of butler motherfucker who wanted to bring us to the Lord Volgeth. It's like Lord Pickrit or Prickit or something like that, Volgeth.
Pribrick.
Yeah. Pribrick, that's it, Prickit. And we decided that Barnabas was in charge, and then we went off to meet with the Lord. We had a nice football huddle up, which half of you didn't do, and I remember who didn't do it. I remember. And then we went up to the Lord's room, and I muddied up his couch, and we had kind of a meeting with him. He wanted us to go to a small town called Toadpit, where apparently he had been speaking to the town's alderman about some kind of maybe some kind of origin for these monsters that have been besieging the outpost. But then they had gone silent. So the Lord dude wanted us to go there and investigate and see what was going on and get back to him. He did give us each 10 platinum pieces, which was pretty legit. And offered to pay us more down the line if we helped him out. So we agreed. We got a map. He told us to head west down the canals on a rowboat and offered to let us go to a quartermaster to get all sorts of supplies. We did that. We met back up with Ymir. We don't know what the fuck happened with Ymir and Auntie Gretel, but Ymir seemed pretty depressed, so who's to say? But we met back up with Ymir, and then we went to the quartermaster and to the shop, so we got all decked out in goods. Which, by the way, everybody, I watched the recording. We all got one healing potion, and I didn't put that on my character sheet, so I need to put that on my character sheet now. So, yes. Anybody who didn't put their one healing potion on their character sheet, make sure you did that. Then we went out into the swamps. Casimir guided us along the canals for a while before eventually failing a check and leading us down the wrong way. And we ended up in a big open swamp where we got attacked by these weird tentacle-covered manta ray things. We fought them off and repaired the boat, and I believe that's where we ended.
Well, yeah, basically, you guys had repaired the boat, but you had essentially made another you had continued your journey, and it ended with you guys, as the sun was going down, seeing a cluster of buildings in the distance.
See, that's my bad. I didn't get to the very end. I was like 10 minutes away from the ending.
We saw a wooden structure.
So, the wooden structures, do they look like a town, or do they look like one of those hunting cabins that we were told about?
Well, currently...
And second question is, how far off is it?
Oh...
Also, I think we were hiding because the little thing went and get his friends. Like one of the fishes or weird things that we killed.
No. We ran away from that.
Okay.
How was my recap? Did I hit all the
It was good. Yep, you hit basically everything.
The only thing I would like to add is I didn't get us lost. I just took us on an alternate route.
No. You guys lost, man. Like, don't try to downplay that shit. We'll remember this.
I
okay?
mean, in Casimir's defense, Atanase could have done guidance on that survival check, and he didn't.
Wait, west? I thought you said west.
We're heading west.
All right. Well, you guys are approximately maybe. Oh, the sun going down. It's getting darker out. Maybe somewhere around 15 minutes till you get there. Like it's like you're still seeing it, but you guys are kind of moving slowly in a boat.
We're like half a mile away or so.
Oh, maybe about a quarter of a mile, but you can't see. There's like sort of clusters of buildings that are showing up in the distance. The sun is just starting to like go down, so there's like basically getting to that sort of twilight time of day. So it's kind of like you can't really measure too much, like how close or how far you are. But do you guys continue to approach? Or?
So it's clear now. You said there's a cluster of buildings, so it's not a hunting cabin.
Yeah, it's not a. It's a number of. Yep.
So friends, we approach what I can only assume to be Toadpit. Do we continue on in the boat? Do we ground it and continue on foot?
I'd say we continue on the boat for now, and if we need to hop out, if something approaches, we can.
Stealth might be difficult on a boat.
Yeah,
I
but
I
do
feel
we,
like it'd be less stealthy for like splashing through the water.
do we want to be stealthy?
God
I
damn
think
it, you make
we're in a
some
rush. Because you guys are kind of, like, dying.
Listen, this whole monsterhood thing is my problem. You let me worry about it.
Is there a place where we could like moor
Yeah, I'll leave
the
the monster
rowboat?
hunting to the pirate. That's probably smart.
As
No,
a fellow
I said
cursed
that.
person, I think we should rush.
Thing, not hunting monsters. I don't hunt the monsters.
Right, but the pirate thing is accurate, is it not?
Now I don't know where you heard that. I'm an honest seller out of Zorzane.
Yeah,
I think you said that.
you directly from you, actually.
Did I?
Yes, but suppose it could just have been a mere slip of the tongue.
It's a euphemism. I mean, sell goods on the high seas. You could call us pirates for how much money we make. Wouldn't you agree, K-Jax?
Well, yeah.
See, exactly. We're not pirates. That's very offensive.
So, privateers, then.
No. Sailors would be a better term.
Sailors. And on what kind of boat would you be?
A wooden one normally.
What color sails would you have on said boat?
Well, my ship had crimson sail.
The helmsman, the person you reported to, what would he go by?
The bosun.
No, the helmsman.
Oh, right, the captain.
Yes, did he have a name of sort? That
Okay, well, let's be honest here. Who doesn't have a name of sorts? What does that have to do with anything?
right, perhaps a name based more off appearance or deeds than his true, a nickname, if you will.
A name based off of appearance. I mean, his name was Captain Othel, but I don't see what you're getting at here.
How was he generally received by authority figures?
Listen, I feel like you're interrogating me, and I don't feel like there is any need for that.
I'm forgiving my friend, just curiosity. Sailor,
You just said
you
you
were
were
a
a
sailor.
pirate, so I assumed. But let's quiet down as we make our way to the village. But stay on your guard. Look for mist.
Listen, we acquired wealth, but I don't think that would make us pirates per se. Just
Did you take the
wealth
wealth from someone else?
Well, isn't that how all wealth is made, ultimately?
Forcibly.
Well, that just sounds like semantics.
Was the exchange of their own volition?
Now, you're using words that I don't even know at this point.
Right. Either way, you sailed on the seas. You're a competent seaman.
I am an upstanding gentleman, I would say, yes.
Yes.
So, I think, if you would, we should stop for a moment. Now, when my merchant seller friends and the like wanted to be somewhat quiet while also being on the seas, we would sometimes wrap cloths and the like around the oars on our rowboats. We could try something of the like here. It might help us.
Do we have an idea if it would be faster for us to go by foot or by boat to get there?
Make a perception check.
Not a
Just
survival.
your general. Well, just looking around the general area. Just looking around, you can see that while there are like pockets of land, it is mostly water here. So it would probably be a lot slower for you guys to have to trudge through what is likely water and very deep mud.
I would say this wrapping the oars in cloth to dampen the sound seems like a good idea, at least until we can get closer to the structure and determine where to go next.
Barnabas will take off his vest from beneath his armor to wrap it around the oar.
Alright.
That's the only free piece of clothing I have, unless you want me to take off the pants, as to say. So perhaps someone else can donate a bit of cloth.
He is Namir has a jacket he could take off.
Thank God, because I did not want to have to volunteer my scarf.
I have a set of fine clothes. They're fine. I don't. Yeah. They get muddy.
Casimir's sitting there like, I would rather have you take off your pants than me take off my scarf, you bastard.
Exactly.
Say I'd take off mine.
Alright, so you guys wrap the oars up in some cloth, and I gotta be honest, I have no idea if that actually fucking works. Is that a real thing?
They always do it in books and movies and stuff, so like...
Let's roll with it!
I think they even do it in Lord of the Rings at one point. Don't the orcs do that? When they're...
Yeah, I think that's how they...
Iliad?
Yeah, I think that's how they got in so sneakily.
Yeah, so... Like, it's a common fantasy trope.
Alright.
Ooh, the
I've never...
I've never heard of it before, or I never
Yeah,
noticed.
I
I'd
have no
imagine
idea
you could
what it was.
actually see you could actually see like Namir where like his wings are cut off on his back though.
Oh, yeah, no, that would be, Right, so... I assume you guys are approaching slowly.
Yeah.
Alright, Alright, well, as you guys slowly begin to, make your way towards the buildings, the sun continues to be going down and down as it gets darker out, but the buildings start to grow larger as you see these structures more closely.
Do we need to make a stealth check at all to move stealthily?
I would say, who's on the oars currently?
I think it's me and K-Jax.
Both of you make a stealth check for me.
I would be in the front on the lookout.
Alright, make a perception check for me.
I'd be looking at the map to see if there's any markings that would indicate where we are.
High five.
I'll be playing with the Dwendu.
Oh shit, that's right, they still doing it.
Yeah, it's still a little gray dwending.
Leshy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Me and K-Jax are well practiced at moving stealthily on the water.
Yeah, you guys are approaching very slowly.
And I'm shit at perception.
Yeah, you don't really see anything. Nothing really pops out to you guys. But as the sun continues to sink down and darkness takes over, I need Atanase, Barnabas, and K-Jax to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ah, shit.
Oh, man.
That's not one of my good stats.
Those are all the people that were
Wisdom?
stabbed. Oh
Oh
god.
no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank god.
Hey, I get a free reroll because it's my birthday, right?
I actually was going to give you a DM inspiration, so if you want to use that, yeah,
Fine.
up to you.
I'm good.
Alright.
Hold on to that shit.
Yeah, go ahead and, like, on your sheet there should be a little
Yeah.
inspiration thing, yeah. Alright, so I just have to mark off real quick that you two are the ones that failed.
Excuse me?
Are you trying to imply a 1 is a failure?
And the natural 20 is a success? That's not right.
That math don't check out.
I'm stepping my notes in here.
Boy.
Yep.
See, I turn the camera on and see what happens to me. Can't believe it.
Oh,
Mobbed by aminals.
We want
Yep.
to see all the animals.
No. Of course, the cat has claws.
alright.
So,
So-
I'm imagining the village itself is on land, right? It's not like fully submerged, or do they get around like Venice?
Well, I'll describe it as you get closer, but one more thing for both K-Jax and Barnabas to note. This doesn't really affect Atanase because you already have this, but both of you, as the sun goes down, it's not getting as dark as it should for you two, as you both appear to have some form of dark vision.
Sick!
Only to about 30 feet, but it is. Yeah, it's currently the only one in this party now that has no dark vision is your little bird friend.
Hey, guess what, guys? Now my race is better than all of yours. I got a feet and dark vision. Suck it.
No need to
well,
look any further into that.
But as you approach, you actually see what looks to be a sort of small dock area and a cluster of buildings behind it. It does look like there's some sort of opening that a boat would be allowed to like pass through to go more into the actual village, but it appears to be blocked off by a couple of like large wooden holes that have just been dug into the ground to kind of block passage.
Now we need to be extra careful of moving up. I would imagine with how bright it is with the moonlight here that they'll be able to see us from well off.
Yes, that's not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, I should been like fucking telling you guys this like at the beginning of the campaign, but in this world there are actually 3 moons. There's a large blue moon, which goes on a 90-day cycle, a medium, like a smaller than the large moon, but kind of like the medium one, which is actually a green moon that goes on a 60-day cycle, and then a small white moon, like what we have, that goes on a 30-day cycle. And yeah, currently the white moon is about at quarter, the green moon is almost about full, and the red moon, or the blue moon, is just this large sliver. But they're kind of placed in different sections of the sky.
How densely, like, how open is the water that we're on right now compared to like where we are trying to get to? Like, is it riddled with like bumps of land or anything?
You guys look to be in like a sort of main canal, so it's more like you guys are on like an actual river type of area. So it's like pretty open water here up until it gets to sort of the dock area of the village, which is about maybe 100 feet from you guys at this point.
Casimir's gonna say, I have an idea, if you want, that could provide some cover for us, though it would also greatly obscure our vision. But given that we seem to have fairly open waters and a straight shot, if we go slowly, it might not be all that detrimental.
And what would this be?
I could place a cloud of fog around us, keep it moving with us also as we carry on.
Now, listen, I want to get high as much as the rest of us, but I don't know that now is the time to light up.
No, not lighting up, as you will. Just a general cloud of mist to keep us enshrouded. I would have to make some slight noise to make sure the incantation holds, but only if everyone else is agreeable to this.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, I suppose I don't know enough about magic to really contradict you. What say you, Yaro?
I mean, I'll trust Casimir. So if he wants to do something, I think he should.
Is it foggy around us, or is it at the moment like
No real fog around you.
It will be.
like how big would be the first cloud?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say about a 20-foot radius sphere.
Because look around us, there is no fog. If you suddenly appear a fog, that's suspicious.
I
Agreed.
do agree with Atanase. If we're just a big pool of fog that's moving along, they'll know something's in the fog. I mean,
Agreed, but they'll
The
also
idea is not
know
bad, but
something is in
You
a
have to
boat.
consider all the options.
alright. How about this? If they spot us, how long does it take you to summon the fog? Perhaps you could summon it if they see us. That way, they wouldn't know exactly where we're at.
I think that's a good idea.
How about we send the little guy first, and I point at the Dwendu.
No, none of that.
Dwendu's gonna immediately turn invisible.
See, he can become invisible, and he's little. He can
I
see
was
for us.
playing with the Dwendu.
I ain't going nowhere, fucking assholes.
I love Lucky.
Well, that's
Only
a
two
very nice
people in
one.
this group can actually hear that because he's speaking Sylvan.
Alright, then I guess our best option is just to go straight forward onto the dock and, see what happens.
I'll have my incantation at the ready should things go awry.
That's good.
So I guess I'll be preparing an action to cast my my obfuscate. It's a witch's hex.
Yeah. How long does that last? Until the end of your next turn.
It is, but I can cackle to.
Oh yeah, to make
Yeah.
it last.
Yep.
All right.
I will take my water skin out and cast this and give it to Yaro and say, "Here, Yaro, drink this. It's good for you."
I'll probably drink it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask. I'll be like, okay,
Oh.
thank you.
Okay, so he's offering alcohol to a child, and everyone's like, nothing wrong with that. And he's handing all
skins.
Drink of my choosing. Who said it was alcohol?
Be your wingman.
No one said it was alcohol.
Exactly.
He just said drink this.
And-
There was no alcohol involved.
How many, Mike? How many times do you think I can cast that until we?
Let's see, one bonus action. How long does it last. Well, I mean,
For the next 24 hours.
yeah. So I mean, as long as you have, I mean, it's a cantrip. So.
Yeah, because if possible, I'd like to give it to like everybody.
Oh yeah, I
Give
mean,
it,
technically, I mean,
Doc.
it is a cantrip and it is instantaneous. It lasts for 24 hours. It doesn't say anything about it. Does it? Yeah, does it say anything about if you cast it again, the old one?
It says a
Yeah,
persistent, yeah.
Yeah, I would
If
say
you-
like
if you allow it, yeah. If you allow it, I'll do it.
if it's instantaneous, as long as you guys have something to drink.
Yeah, I'll just keep passing it around until everybody gets
So,
one good drink. Obviously, I will ask everybody what drink they would prefer, so that would be what it is, isn't it?
Can I get some brandy, my friend?
Of course, my friend. Yeah, some Bondi.
So yeah, for the next, as you guys drink this, for the next hour, you have advantage against saving throws against being frightened.
It would seem to be a good thing in this campaign.
I feel braver already, my friend.
Nah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now, on we go. We have work to do, and not a lot of time.
Oh, it also satisfies you guys' thirst for the next 24 hours, which is good, because I was going to
Yeah, I
ask how many of you guys got water skins before you left.
What do you think I choose that
I
spell?
got 2 before I.
Alright.
But
How many rations you guys get?
I have 4 on me.
Yeah,
I have still
Alright.
4 as
I'm
well.
leaving them on the boat. I am going to hand one of my 2 bombs to K-Jax. K-Jax, just in case you need to use a ranged weapon at all.
Thanks.
Do you know where to find the information for the bomb, K-Jax? Actually, you know what? I already have it online. I'm gonna copy and paste it onto yours
Okay,
because
cool.
it's from Valdez.
You're cool.
Alright. So, I take it you guys set up to the docks then?
Would be our course, yes.
Yep.
Alright.
Unless the captain says otherwise.
No. That sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
As you guys come up and kind of go into the dock area, you get a better look at the village, which it all seems to be more like open water, and the village itself almost seems to be a number of cluster of buildings on these platforms, and there are like these sort of walkways in between all of them. So it's very sort of ramshackle village, and there's actually a sort of like large sort of pond or like like a large pond in the middle of the village, and the village is kind of built around it.
Are they raised up enough to like where the boat
Yeah,
we could go underneath it, or is it not that high up?
I mean, they are high up, but they kind of have like cross beams in certain sections, so you won't be able to take your boat like complete. It's kind of like a village to where like they're up high enough to where if the area floods, they're not going to be like flooded out of their house. But when the water's down, there are like sort of cross beams, so that like random creatures can't just swim underneath the town. It looks like.
Gotcha.
So to go inside, we need to go at the docks and then.
Yeah, I mean, you
You
could
can walk
also
over.
try to take up some crossbeams if you wanted to. I mean, it's up to you. But the dock area you guys are currently at is kind of like down lower to your level. You're not really sure if there's anywhere within the actual, because from the water level here, the actual like town itself is maybe about 7 feet above you guys, like the actual walkways, because the water level seems to be a little lower this time of year.
And is there anything that we can see from where we are, from inside the village or on the walkways or around it?
Make a perception. What is specifically you're looking for? Like
People, like anything that's
movement,
moving.
people. Okay, yeah. Make
exactly.
a perception check.
If I'm looking around, would I see a house that would look like bigger, more significant? Like we're looking for the abbot, so I'm looking for like.
You actually can't really see anything because the sun has basically gone down and it is dark out.
Okay.
And you're the only one.
Particular.
You see no movement around your current area, besides like maybe the random bullfrog
From looking at
and
the
some
map,
fireflies.
could I determine that this is Toadpit Village, or is this like another shanty type place?
With the area, with the direction you guys were going, this seems to be about the only village within this area. Like, you'd have to go like maybe a day or two in a different direction to reach the nearest nearest village.
Okay, so he's pretty confident this is Toadpit. All right.
Alright, my friend, should we leave the boat here and move inside?
I imagine that's what we came here to do, so might as well. And if
Now they're just on the same
Oh,
camera.
the echo.
Do you think we should perhaps tie the boat up?
yeah, I was about to say Casimir's going to pull out his hempen rope and give it to one of the sailors to fasten the rope up.
I'm sure I'm quite adept at tying knots, right?
Yeah, as a sailor, I'd
Alright.
say I wouldn't even have you roll for it. Like, as a sailor, you would just know how to tie a knot.
As I tie the knot, I'll probably explain to everybody like they're all interested, even though they're not, about how to tie the knot that I'm doing. You know.
Would probably have gotten out
Yarrow
the
will
boat
pay
and be on the
attention to the
lookout.
instructions. Yarrow will be like, "Oh, interesting."
What was that, Atanase?
I said I would have like disembarked, be on the dock, and then be ready just in case something attacks. or
Alright, so
something.
you get up out of the boat onto the dock.
I'm gonna have my rapier out, which I still have crimson right on, so a little flame on it.
Oh yeah, you'd say probably.
Days up until I have another long rest, so or another
You
short
didn't
rest.
stick your hand down into the water after cutting it, did you? I know they suggested you do that, but
You like look at him. He's covered in water. He jumped out like he jumped into the water. So he has,
Barnabas
like,
would definitely roll his eyes.
I would say like your flame probably gives you, because it's probably not as bright as an actual like lit torch.
There is no light. I'm like basically
Oh.
just saying it's like on the sword. It's just like a little hot or like kind of glowing, like a little.
Oh,
bit.
so
It's not enough
there's
for,
like-
light.
Okay. Because I know at some point we had talked about your sword actually being on fire and how that would actually be kind of like a torch.
I
Dude,
think
it is
I
on fire,
but I ended up just putting up a candle when we were in the cabin.
Oh, okay. But currently, what is your plan on seeing anything? Because you're kind of like, you can see a few things here and there, but you're not really.
I'm just like following, I guess probably Casimir. I'm probably staying close.
Are you like kind of like a child, kind of grabbing onto his coat, basically?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on, Namia.
Alright.
Are you having a hard time seeing? The moon is just so bright tonight. Can't you see by the light of it?
I mean, not really. It's kind of getting dark out.
Well, K-Jax, it's not too dark, is it?
Not you.
It's not dark at all.
Yeah, you two can see fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, Namir. I'm having no issue seeing.
Namir would look kind of like dejected in it. Like he's probably like starting to worry. Like
You need to have your vision checked out, my friend.
it might be. I don't think it's my vision. Anyways, we might just be pressed to move on.
Might just be the bloodlust.
Maybe you would notice that like
limit on that.
people with dark vision kind of have that sort of like their eyes actually have that reflecting of capability. You would notice that both K-Jax and Barnabas seem to have that ability now. Or at least you're noticing that their eyes have sort of a glint to them as someone who may be able to see in the dark. But yeah, you guys basically get onto the dock, and how do you want to approach the village?
Well, I suppose the first thing that I would want to do is kind of like peek the top part of my head up over the. You said it's like 7 feet above where we're at, right?
Yeah, there's like a small
kind of like-
staircase that kind of leads up to the upper area. You guys kind of in the lower area.
I'd like to grab onto the ledge and kind of pull myself up so that I can just kind of peek over and see if I can see anything.
Um,
I can do an athletics check if, like, I know pull-ups.
well, I'm thinking of it because Atanase has
I
already
can't
made
do
a
a-
perception check,
I
but
can't do
I'll
a pull-up in real life.
go ahead and make a perception check. Let's just have probably a little higher DC because Atana has already tried it. All right. You look around. With your 30 feet, you can see like a cluster of like small ramshackle shacks and like maybe like a handful of like larger homes, but nothing that looks particularly fancy or something that would be like large as like maybe an alderman would.
Enemies though.
Oh no, yeah, currently no movement of enemies or anything like that.
Okay, I go to gesture to like wave everybody on, but I'm sure I can't hold myself up with one hand, so I quickly fall back down into the boat. But upon toppling back into the boat, but it seems to be clear. I think we can go up. I meant to do that.
Is there anyone here?
I didn't see anyone, no.
Either did I.
I don't think you were looking that hard, Atanase. No offense.
That may be right, but I still didn't see anybody. Anyway, Casimir, you and I should probably be done.
Right. I'll take your lead, Namir. Would you want to?
I can't see shit. Can you go ahead of me?
Yeah, right. That's what I was saying. If you'd want, you could hold on to my robes or my free hand if you would like, whatever you're more.
I'm gonna cast message to Casimir. I'm gonna cast message to Casimir and say, "Hey, I know you have good dark vision. Be on the lookout. You are our eyes in here. You can respond to that message."
Of course, I'll be sure to keep an eye out. And I, too, upon hearing that, would like to make a perception check to see if I see anything.
I mean, you guys are all still down at the dock.
Once I get up the stairs. Yeah. Once I'm up the stairs.
Okay, so you guys decide to go up the stairs to the more upper town level.
So wait, hold on. Who's in the front?
Okay, yeah.
I think it's me and Atanase, and then I probably have Namir and Yarrow clasping onto my robes.
Yep.
Oh my god, he's
Alright,
two child now?
Yep. So then me and KJ.
I'm older than him, and I have a shorter lifespan.
Alright. So...
Oh boy, you're not long for this world.
And I have my Dwendu on my shoulder.
So about that.
I love this fucking token. I'm glad you changed it for me. Thanks, Mike.
Nice, yeah.
Alright, so, as you guys are getting up to the second level, Yarrow, with your 120 feet of dark vision, you can see more than anyone in this town. You can almost see, like, the entire town itself. It is a small village built around this.
On perception checks.
She doesn't know, she's not specific. This is just what she sees instantly by looking. She doesn't see any enemies or anything like that unless she like wants to look, but yeah, you just see a large sort of pond area with the docks built around the pond, and you see a cluster of buildings, but you do notice on the other side of where you guys are at, on the opposite side of the pond, there is a larger building that looks a little bigger and fancier.
Okay. I say to Casimir, like I talk on his robe and go like, there's a big building over there. Do you see that building?
What's that little? Oh, I assume I would see it.
With your 60 feet,
No.
you make it like partway across the pond, but you can't see anything on the other side of the pond.
I'll be like, oh, thank you, Yarrow. If you could help guide us, my eyes are a little tired right now. I don't fully see it just yet.
Have we made it to the buildings yet? I can't see any of them.
It's all right, Namir. We'll get some light for you.
Actually, I should note, as you guys get up into the actual village, who wanted to make the perception checks? Because somebody said they wanted to do when they actually, I believe that was you, Casey.
I'll give him guidance.
I thought
I could do
I
that.
had said Yar.
I think I could do that.
Something you should probably note as all of you get up there is that this place, while it is a crappy village in the middle of a swamp, looks even more fucked up than usual, as a lot of the buildings look to be like they've been torn apart. There are actually arrows sticking out of certain buildings. You can see some areas with like darker stains, which you can only assume are blood, but at this point you have not seen any bodies.
Casimir's gonna see you. Right. Must have been one hell of a party.
Don't think we have
Are
the
we
same
like-
definition of party, but I agree. Something bad happened here.
Are we like walking past some of these like buildings? I'm imagining like we're walking to the other
Yeah,
side.
it's here, like, because it's like a dock that can make maybe two, like, the actual paths themselves, like, they're only wide enough to fit maybe two people at a time going down them. So as you guys are like moving along, you are like, it's very sort of tight fit. You can like see a lot of these destroyed buildings that are like some building. There's like one building that's actually sinking into the actual pond itself. Like the structure below it has just been destroyed, and it's just like falling into the water.
I'd like to keep an eye open for anything shiny that looks like loot.
All right.
I only have one eye, so I'll keep that one open.
All right.
I'll be looking like, cause like, does it look like they've been like raided or just like kind of attacked and sieged?
Make an investigation check with disadvantage.
I'll
Yeah,
give
that's
him
what I
guidance.
was trying to do. I was just trying to find some loot.
Oh well, like I would say,
I'm just trying to. I'm fucking with you.
I could make one too.
No.
Oh wow, that's actually not bad.
You can roll a d4. I give you guidance. Since you're right next to me. Nice. 15.
All right, 15. You don't really see any like, as far as looting goes. You're not really sure of any valuables these people would have had to start with, but you don't really see anything of value here. Perhaps anything of value was taken, or they just didn't have anything to begin with. It's called Toadpit. It's a town called Toadpit. I don't know if you'd really expect them to have much.
Yeah,
But,
I'm like envisioning Dwaggon's Hole from Icewind Dale, like the shit town.
It very much looks like this place was maybe raided or just like destroyed. Like someone just swept through here, and you guys still like no bodies. You can't find any bodies at all. They just seem to have vanished. But a lot of the buildings are just falling apart.
Are there like drag marks with the blood or like just like splatters?
With that check, what blood you do find is kind of like in random areas, but it looks like this attack may have happened like a while ago, so you can't really be certain. Like I believe the Lord told you that they lost contact maybe 2 or more weeks ago, so it's been a while. It's really not really able to tell like what happened.
And just keep walking to the abbot's house, or what we're assuming is the abbot's house.
Alright, Yarrow, do you continue to point them in the way of the abbots? Or what you see as the big building?
Yeah, so it was across the pond, so I tried to see which the...
Yeah, you kind of have to take the walkway around the pond to get to the abbots, but like there's like a path you can take.
Okay, I'll look for just a shorter path.
I mean, not really shorter, more, but yeah.
A short person looking for a short path.
So I would say, as you guys are moving through this town, do you want to be stealthy, or are you just approaching?
No, definitely, doing so with caution.
So
I imagine Nimir is struggling to stealth right now.
I would say anyone who is wanting to be stealthy, roll a stealth check. Nimir with disadvantage if you are. Well, I'd say straight roll because you are holding on to Casimir and he's kind of leading the way.
There's no mist or anything else.
There's
Even
not.
light.
Yeah, you can't see any mist.
Okay. So just a straight stealth roll.
Yep.
Who wants?
God damn it, Yarrow.
Damn it! I was gonna give guidance to Yarrow,
Oh,
so I don't know if that's gonna change anything.
like stealthy, I'm tiny.
I have 2 people that I'm trying to, that I have
Oh,
latched onto me.
You guys are
We are
so...
not stealthy, guys.
I'm not even gonna roll. Namir's not even trying. He's just walking out with like his sword up and like just ready to fight.
Ajax, help me out with this. You got this, KJax. Roll that.
K-Jax coming in with that
Here comes your
big dick
rogue.
stealth energy.
Yep.
I can feel it.
It's coming.
Oh yeah. And blow us all away.
It's better than most of it.
Yes.
So, I mean, the only thing that really matters at this point, Casimir and Atanase, as you guys are in the front walking, both of you actually hit a plank that, like, looks to be a little rotted, and both of your, like, feet kind of fall through, but you manage to, like, catch yourselves off of it. But, as you pull your feet out of it, Yarrow, not really paying attention, you walk right into it, and being the size that you are, fall directly through the floor, and you guys hear a splash as Yarrow hits the water beneath you.
There's no way we can try to catch her before she falls down.
Not with the rolls that you guys
Damn
take. Not with those rolls, man.
God
How
damn it.
far?
How far is the bottom? Like, am I sinking?
I mean, you're not. I mean, can Yarrow swim?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I
just
would.
assume that all D&D characters can swim.
You fall about 7 feet and hit the water. There is like wooden structures around you if you want to try and grab onto something.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, you just kind of like grab onto the side of a thing, but like, yeah, you just like fell right through a hole.
I'll like lean down and try to like offer her a hand, so, like when she can get a certain way up.
How far down is she?
About 7 feet.
Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Can I?
I'm a good swimmer. I'm gonna just jump right down in and help her out.
All right.
Oh shit.
You
I'll-
jump.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, when they get up, I was gonna hold my staff down to like help pull them
So,
up some.
Barnabas, as you jump off and hit the water below, this being kind of the edge of the pond and like where the structure's actually built onto something, you actually don't splash deep into the water. You actually land on both your feet into deep mud as the water comes up to about your waist. To Yarrow, it was actually like going down because she is very tiny, but
Here,
you
grab onto me, Otto.
just kind of just fall and stick into the mud.
I go to Barnabas and hold for dear life.
Alright, this tiny person is just like now grabbing onto you like a cat that does not want to go into the pool.
There was no currents or anything, right?
No, it's just like still water. Yeah. Oh, it does. It smells very bad. Like if anyone's ever gone out, been to a house out in the country and they have those sort of special ponds.
So,
I used for
Karen,
waste.
I always smell like fresh
You're
brownies.
holding your staff down for us?
Yeah, I'm lowering my staff down to help
I'd say,
pull you guys up.
I would say within like a few minutes you guys managed to climb up and get out of there, but you have made a lot of noise doing this.
That's fair.
Do I notice
I
any
don't get
people around, any noise? Something I notice are ruckus.
Perception check. Unless you already made one. Did you already make a...
I haven't.
I mean, you had your... Yeah, okay, yeah, I would go ahead and make a general
Ah,
perception
for
check.
fuck's sakes.
Well, you notice nothing.
Yeah, there you go. Right. Well,
Let's just go to the
Whatever.
fucking
Just
abbot's house,
here.
guys. Enough with the sneaking, enough with the
Go to the
bullshit. He just starts walking
You don't even know where you're going.
in the wrong direction.
I
I
stopped.
grab him by the car, say, up.
Yeah, you're about to actually walk off the deck too, but some Atanase, or at least someone you're assuming is Atanase, just grabs you and pulls you back into the path. But yeah, at this point, I assume you guys are. Do you still want to try
Hands
stealth?
off
or
me,
do
you
still
Inquisition
go-
filth.
Yeah, you guys just continue to. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point.
Pretty much stealth is off the table. You guys,
Yeah.
within like literally a minute or two, like without the dicking around and trying to be stealthy, you guys actually do make it to the large house. It was not that far away.
Hey, I was not dicking around. I was just trying to be stealthy AF.
But,
I rolled a 19. Don't even ask.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Certain people were not being stealthy or attempting to. But as you approach this large house, you can actually see like half of it looks to be tilted, and like there are just chunks of the roof that are missing, but it looks to be the most intact building.
Does that have legs at all?
It does have these wooden poles underneath the building
But
that
not
kind of not like
chicken
human, not like
legs.
not like chicken legs or anything like that. No.
The door's
Cat-
open, or do we need to force it open?
There is no door. It looks like whoever showed up before you already took care of that.
Casimir is just gonna be like,
Well,
just if we could try to maintain some stealth, I could send Leshu forward to scout the dwelling.
I don't see the point right now. Just gonna like knock on the like or the door like frame and be like, we're letting ourselves in and.
Right. Well, you always have
He's
been
not going to.
rather brash.
What's the temperature like? Because Yarrow and I are so.
Yeah, I'd say it's not like it's still early, like evening, but I'd say it's probably somewhere in probably about 40 degrees
Oh,
out,
God,
which is
I'd be fucking cold as
That is
shit.
cold, yeah.
It's nice.
oh, like mid 40s. It's not like like if you get down to the 30s and 20s, that's when you start getting like chilly. At least
Hey,
that's
if
me.
you're
But
wet, if you're wet,
that is true. You guys are wet, so
I'd probably be Barnabas would probably be shivering. At least.
yeah, both of you guys you're cold. But
I'm comfy. I got a scarf and a hood. And...
I even gave up my vest.
that is true.
Yeah, I don't have a jacket, but at least I have feathers, so.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get inside this building. It's cold as the devil's anus out here. I don't know that really works, but whatever. I pushed past the mirror into the house.
I would have always thought the devil's anus to have been a more temperate climate, but he's
You
gonna
think
go
that's
in.
a good thing, Fat.
All right. Everybody goes in. The mirror, you still not lighting any light.
No, I'm good for now.
All right. As you enter, you guys enter the building. What do you actually see? The floor itself is kind of like leaning towards the back of the building, as the building itself is leaning towards the pond. And you actually see some holes in the floor. You do see a number of like arrows and like the place looks like it's been thrown. Like furniture's been torn apart. You see cut marks in wood.
Do I recognize
I
this place?
just. Sorry.
Do you recognize this place? No.
Okay.
Can I look at the arrows, see if I remember, like, tells me anything about it? Like, if it's like monster arrows more, or like.
Just make a. I'd say just history check, because if you're trying to remember something.
I was gonna say I would be helping him if that would give him advantage to like, especially to see if they're like from the arrows that the goblins that we've attacked have used, because I know we've been subject to a slew of those.
Yeah, I mean, you should just take a look at some arrows, and you can either both roll separately, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I'll give him the advantage.
Share history. Let me roll with advantage then. Yeah, not too bad.
I mean, it's still hot. You've been attacked by enough of these arrows that they do look. They're like not as long as like what a normal humanoid of medium size would be using. So these do look to be arrows that a smaller race would be using.
Right. This might be the work of the goblins. Or some small creatures. I don't know. It looks weird. Is there any other room in here, or is it just like a big open space?
Yeah, it's kind of like a big open space. You can see what looks to may have been like a bed that has like been flipped over. There's kind of like a wardrobe that's kind of like lying face down onto the ground.
Is there any clothes in the wardrobe still or not?
Well, you kind of have to like would flip it and check, but
I will do that, and if I can find some, I'll throw it to Barnabas and Yarrow, because I see them shivering.
All right. It's not a very heavy wardrobe because it seems to be made of like some pretty weak materials, but you kind of just throw it open and like there's some rags, maybe some like they're rags, but they're like warm. It's like warm clothing, like really shabby warm clothing for like living out here in more of the colder climate.
I do some to Barnabas and Yarrow since they were getting cold.
All right, you both
I'll find
wrap
a new
up in
jacket
some
too, if there's one.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, there's like a jacket with some holes in it. Looks like some moths may have gotten into here before you guys did.
I'm gonna be looking for any letters or anything that looks like it's from the Elderman that could, provide any inkling about notes, anything.
Yeah, you do see that there's looks to be like some sort of like table off to the side. Make an investigation check.
I'll give him guidance.
Yeah, don't even need the guidance. Well, yeah.
Nice.
The table itself looks to like have been thrown over, but you can see like there's an inkwell with like a quill and some papers that are kind of scattered around. As you're digging through, you actually do see what looks to be a letter that there's like a wax seal, like it has just been stamped but hadn't been sent anywhere. Either he had received it or was intending to send it before the attack.
I'm gonna open it and read it.
All right. As you open it, this does appear to be a letter from the Elderman. It talks about some of their fishermen seeing strange creatures appearing in the mires through the past month. A few talking about they kind of seem to be congregating more in the north near this sort of orchard area. And that he was essentially sending this letter to see if the Lord could send maybe a few troops up there to check it out. With this letter, you actually do see a map that is similar to the one you have, except a little bit north of your location, there does appear to be a red X that has been placed. Maybe like a sort of mark of like where this location is at. But it looks like this letter basically was just never sent, but like they were attacked before this was sent out.
Casimir is gonna share this with everyone, just kind of like walk over towards her and be like, right, I found this letter from the alderman. Apparently some fishermen had been seeing some strange creatures and saw the goblins that we've been encountering, or at least, I presume, near the north in an orchard. He was going to ask Lord Volgath to send some troops, but this letter was never sent. Show them the map with the X marked on it, too.
How far off is this orchard?
From looking at the map, from your current location, it looks to be maybe a little over half a day. But from where the outpost is, it looks to be close to about a day, if not a little bit more than a day, from the actual outpost itself, since you guys are already kind of like out here.
Well, by the looks of this, I think if we were to follow this lead to this orchard would be cutting it really close to getting back within 3 days.
True, but it would lead us to a place where we'd likely find the spiders.
That is true.
I mean, thinking about your time, you got about 2 days left before the third night, and it's about close to half a day to get to the orchard, and if you're trying to get from the orchard to the outpost, about a day, so you got about maybe somewhere about half a day of
Wiggle room.
wiggle room, depending on if you get lost.
Well,
And we
how
just
long
need
does
to-
it take her to make the concoction as well? I just... Listen, it's not... No offense, Casimir, but it's not you who's worrying about turning into a monster. I mean, this gives me a little bit of anxiety. This is pretty far away.
Or think about it this way, Barnabas. Either we take a chance and try to find a spider at the orchard and come back within time, or we stay here, don't find a spider, and we turn into a monster anyway.
He's right.
Well, Alex is gonna pull out the vial of the poison that was made just for him, and kind of spit it in his hand, and then... well, I suppose we don't have much of a choice.
Unfortunately, not really.
It seems to be our safest bet to ensure we find a spider. Otherwise, I wouldn't risk it.
Not really safest, but kind of our only choice.
Safe was optimistic wording, I suppose.
I understand. But if the party agrees, I think we should move to this orchard right away. Try to find a spider, and I guess if we don't find it, then I will drink this poison myself and bid you farewell, my friends.
The afflicted should choose. You are the ones with the time constraints. Whatever you decide is what I'll agree with.
Barnabas, Kedjas, what do you think?
It's hard to say. I suppose if it's the best chance of survival, and it's the only lead we have, we might as well.
As you guys are discussing this, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, of course.
As out of nowhere, you feel the entire building start to shake and move as it begins to fall.
I'm rolling
Doesn't
like
have
crap
legs.
today.
Yeah, not good.
You're getting all the bad rolls out of the way. That's all.
Yeah, like last time.
Oh. Yarrow, Atanase, and I wanted to say Free Willy there because your name is like Free Willy right there, but
Namir.
Namir. Well, first off, anyone who rolled above a 15, which looks to be like half the group failed, half succeeded. So, Casimir, K-Jax, and Barnabas, all three of you feel the entire shack start to move, and you kind of just hoof it and like jump and grab onto the side of the building before it like actually falls down into the water, and you're kind of like sitting there, grabbing onto like an opening in the floor, anything you could have grabbed, and you're kind of like at an angle, a steep angle, as like, but the rest of you who failed, you all tumble backwards into the back of the cabin, or the lodge, as it hits the water and begins to sink, and water begins to fill up around you.
Nice.
Great. I run towards them. Run.
You can't really run. It's a very vertical, like the floor now is like that, like it is. You would have to climb, but yeah, all three of you
Can I lift her up and
I
give
would
her
say-
a throw?
I would say, if you wished to, you could make your jump.
Okay. Can we do the other idea that Namir had?
Alright, you want to do the other idea? Okay, well, Namir, you are currently blind and in water because you cannot see anything inside this building where there is no moonlight. So right now, you have no... You can probably barely keep your head above water, as it is like the building continues to slowly sink.
Cool.
God.
But
I'll do my jump.
I would say make a dexterity check to see if you can actually find a foothold. Okay, so as the other two, Atanase and Namir, are drowning. Namir does not fucking see this, but anyone with dark vision does. Describe to them what they would see.
You probably see Yara removing her cloak, like fully revealing her pink hair and a pair of wings.
Oh shit, she's
She's a fairy.
Ah.
I was wondering with the sylvan.
And as she jumps, like she tries to flutter, but she kind of starts falling at 20 feet.
You manage to actually jump across the room and like land right on the entrance of the doorway. But it is very for anyone who sees this, it does not look graceful at all. It kind of looks like she's barely fluttering at that point. Yeah.
Holy shit, do you have wings?
But
Yes, doesn't all
so-
humans have wings? Because I'm a human and I have wings. And you're a human and you should have wings.
Atanase, Namir, what do you guys do? Namir, you are currently blind, so you could try to feel around for a foothold. Atanase,
I'm
you can-
imagining he's like splashing like blindly in the water, and then's probably like feels Atanase, and then is like trying to grab him, but then just like is dragging him down too.
I'm just gonna push that idiot onto the surface that I can see in front of us. And can I just start climbing it?
Both of you make. You're trying to basically just get him onto the. I would say both of you make dexterity check
I'm just
for me.
going in a right direction where the
As you
slope
guys are
is.
doing this, does anyone who is currently hanging on to the now vertical floor want to do anything?
Can we? Are we like?
You are like grabbing on, but like, I mean, do you want to try and climb upward? Do you want to try to help the people below you? You could attempt to try and climb up.
I don't
To
know,
the
but
door.
Namir falls on his
You're
ass.
kind of like in the mid. You're about 15 feet from the actual doorway itself, as the building is only about 30 feet wide.
I mean, would we even be able to help without jeopardizing ourselves, or
It
is
depends
it?
on what you want to do.
I
You
would
have
see
any
Namir.
ideas?
I would see Namir, and I wouldn't want to leave my boy hanging. And I would, if I could, if it would reach to him, like extend my staff to him, while trying to like also maintain a gripping for myself. But I don't know exactly.
He's about 15 feet away from you, so your staff would not really be like. The floor itself, from like the actual room itself, was about 30 feet from the
Yeah.
door to the back of the room. They are basically at that end of the room at the 30 feet where they are like basically sinking in water, and you guys are like right in the middle. They like, so there's 15 feet to the door and 15 feet to the back. You're kind of like right there. All three of you are kind of like right there in the middle.
I guess I would yell for Barnabas to be like, throw them some quick.
I don't think I have any rope, homie.
But Atanase,
I
you
have no
wanted to
rope.
Yeah, I just wanna climb up.
dexterity check. Just make a
I'm
dexterity.
too fucking weak to carry any rope.
Man, I'd
Oh,
sell my
yeah,
soul
the-
for some wings right now.
Yeah, Atanase, you actually managed to grab onto the floor and find some footholds and managed to like kind of get out of the water.
But I try to, since where am I, right? Like I would say, like I would stop right when I'm out of the water and try to grab on Namir and like force him onto it and then try to help him up.
I would say make a strength check.
Oh boy, I'm not good at that.
If I saw him doing it and the mirror is getting close enough to being able to reach my staff, I would be sticking my staff out as far as I could to try to.
You get him like halfway out of the water, but just not enough to really get him anywhere close to any kind of foothold or. Namir, do you want to try to climb out again?
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a shot.
Alright, make a dexterity check for me. Yarrow, do you, like, anyone else want to do anything? Like, any ideas at all? Yeah,
I don't
you
think how I
continue
can
just,
help.
like, splash around, you can try to look around you for any rope or anything.
I'll do that. I'll look around for rope.
Steph wants to know what's happening, so I'm catching her.
Okay.
Drowning.
They're in the shit! But yeah, Namir, since you are currently waterlogged, like, there's one more round before you're basically underwater drowning. But,
I'll try to get him up one more time just to fucking get
alright,
him up.
well, Yarrow, first do an investigation check to see if you can find any rope, and I would say make another strength check to see if you can... Okay, you find a cluster of old rope, and Atanase, you manage to finally grab onto his, like, one of his actual, like, the cut-off portion of one of his wings, that, like, little chunk that's sticking out. You just grab onto it and just haul his ass up, and Namir, you actually manage to grab onto, like, a hole in the floor, as Yarrow comes running to the door with a rope.
I have
It's about a 50-foot rope.
Let me see. I have a 35 feet climbing speed, so I guess I could just climb up and all the way to the door, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I just...
Okay. I was gonna tie the rope and do everything, but fine.
Yeah, if you decide to do that,
Namir
Atanase,
does not.
Hold up. Why the fuck do you have a plan? We gotta talk about that.
you can still see this.
It's on a
You helped Namir up onto a, like, Namir is actually holding on to the actual floor now, so he is not currently in the water drowning, and you don't have to, like, actually hold him, because he actually managed to grab a hold of the
I'm
floor.
like grabbing Casimir's like staff and like clambering onto him, like trying to get onto him.
I'm trying to pull him up as he's grabbing onto the staff, and
There's
like
like a 5-foot gap in between you, so it's like you're just out of like range of grabbing.
I mean, just climb up, you lazy ass.
But Atanase, if you want to, like, you can just walk right the fuck up this.
Yeah, I'm
thing.
walking. I'm just climbing up and then walking at the door, and then as I do,
I have a
can I
rope.
reach anybody at the
I
door
have a
and try
rope.
to hit him or
There's-
anybody else?
Yarrow's, well, the others are still in the middle of the room holding on because they haven't said if they want to try to climb out yet.
So like 30 years ago, I would have flown up here and taken a shit on your head, motherfucker.
But Atanase, you managed to climb up to the freaking. You like everyone just see Atanase like a spider monkey just whoop, right past all of you up to the door.
I go to the others and like look down and like, guys, do you like hanging here? Like, come on.
Alright,
No,
I'm gonna
I'm
climb up
very
first boy.
quickly turning into a monster. Can you stop taking a swim and just climb up here? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, we're trying to
you know.
avoid that, so let's go.
He's just hanging your rope. Just grab it.
Oh, Barnabas, no, you're like actually like you're not at the doorway. You're like grabbing onto the like. You guys made the save to grab onto the actual floor and are actually currently
Like, you need
in
to
the
do a
middle of the
pull-up.
room, hanging.
Oh shit! I'll climb out of there.
Yeah, like all three of you are currently hanging 15 feet off the water.
That's what Yarrow was like, what's going on, people?
Athletics check.
Yeah, if, well, Yarrow now has rope, so if she will. Oh, yeah, no, you actually climb out without the rope.
yeah,
I'm very
Cas-
good.
Everyone
I'm
can
very
just
good at
take the rope.
I mean, at this
Right.
point, I assume Yarrow ties the rope to something and throws it down, right?
Yes.
There is now.
Casimir will take the rope.
Alright, Namir, you can't see the rope.
Okay. I'm still trying to follow my
Can
trying
I
to climb up
try
the
to
plank on
move
my
the
head.
rope from the top and try to hit him with it? Well,
I'll
probably
light a
not me
torch.
because I'm tiny. But
Oh! Alright, as Barnabas lights a torch, now you guys can see. Namir, you can now see a torch, and you are on the bottom of this now sinking house.
Alright, I grab the rope and finally climb my ass out of there. Jesus.
Okay, at this point, everyone has grabbed the rope and climbed out, okay?
Well, if I don't want to climb the rope,
I just wanna hold to the rope.
You just, yeah, you just drowned at the bottom of this
said I
house.
was climbing the rope. I was the
No, no,
first
no, no,
person
no.
who said they were climbing the rope.
do I still have my cloak?
I mean,
I
you
was
threw
the
it
first
off
person who
inside
wanted to go to
the,
Yeah, I didn't
so
grab
you
it. So
threw
no,
it
you
off and
don't.
you were at the bottom of the house,
Oh.
so it's probably sitting, unless you, I mean, Yeah, I mean, it depends on, like, if... Nah, you probably wouldn't have had a free hand to... You'd have, like, a free hand to, like, undo it, but not enough
Yeah.
to,
I'll
Yeah,
just
but everyone makes it out.
grab a
You are now
rag
sitting
and
here on
kinda
the
hide
edge
my
of the walk.
wings.
You are now sitting here on the edge of the walkway as you watch the building slowly sink into the pond.
Yaro, I knew it. You're a kender.
I'm not a kender, I'm a human.
Humans don't have wings. You can't fool me.
Well, it's because I'm cursed, so I'm actually I'm a human that was cursed, and I have wings now. But I'm
Hey,
a human.
Barnabas, I
I
think I got in the
don't think
water
I
a little
believe
bit.
you.
I'm gonna
being
insight check that,
100%
especially
Are
given.
you injured, friend? Do you think?
Insight check if he was in the water?
No. Insight check her saying that she's a human that just happens to have.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah,
Yeah,
go
you
ahead and
can
make
check
it.
it. My knowledge.
Yeah.
Check,
Anyone
that's
was-
just a blatant lie. I mean,
You
shit.
can do your insight.
But
Yeah, you can do an inside, do an inside check.
Lemire,
think
do
at
you
this
actually
point-
have you taken damage?
I'm
'Cause
a
I'll
human.
stitch you up if you've taken damage.
Would I know?
I'll
Would I know from my experience that
He
she's a
hasn't taken
fairy?
any, like, damage, but he was pretty close to actually getting sucked under with the house. If
Oh,
you
I
guys
don't
didn't do
care
anything
about
with
that.
that third round.
What am I supposed to do about that with a healer's kit?
No, I
I
mean
can
he is
give you
cut up
stitch.
pretty bad, but I'll be alright.
Oh, I'll stitch you up.
Save it.
so... No, I just refilled it. It's real cheap, so I get to heal you D6 plus 4.
Alright, Casimir, what's your, armor, class?
13, I think.
Oh,
Alright, so you heal 9. Lemire.
So as you guys are sitting there having this discussion, Casimir, you suddenly get hit in the shoulder by an arrow. As you hear creatures moving around the buildings around you.
Wait, I get hit in the shoulder with what? For
An
what?
arrow.
Oh, that.
For
I don't-
5 hit points.
Okay, well I had 2, so
For 5 piercing damage.
so 9.
Wait,
'Cause
hold
I
on.
had two-
You
I
only
had
had
two- No. I had 2 temporary hit points from our last fight when I used my.
I thought you meant 2 hit points.
No, 2 temporary, so it was only 3 damage total.
alright. Let's get ready to fight these fuckers. I need to kill something.
Right?
Yeah, you guys, as you look around, you see there are strange creatures beginning. You see the, same twisted-headed creatures begin to crawl out of multiple buildings around you.
Elliot,
I'm going
spiders?
to... you actually do see 2, medium-sized spider creatures crawling along next to them. But they don't really look like the big ones you were seeing earlier. But I will take us to the battle map here. Oh, actually, first off, Barnabas, you did light a 30 or a torch, right?
Yeah.
Was that
That's
20?
where we got shot.
I need to like remember that.
I believe it's 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim. But it might also be 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim. I can't remember.
I think it was 2020 because I'm just gonna go with that. Okay, save 7 settings. All right, so I'm gonna move everybody to the battle map.
Hey, Flapjack.
Oh.
Isn't you cute?
Aw. Alright, I will drop this, and real fast, I'm gonna clear this because we always seem to have that freaking problem. Clear. Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
No, I don't want to.
Shit, I forgot to select my token, but I rolled a
Oh.
22.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll set that up. Just go ahead and roll yourself in there, and we can change it to 22.
Hey, I rolled a 22 again.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, nothing needs to change.
Oh gosh.
Boy.
Dude, my rolls today. Holy shit. I haven't even rolled anything that I have like a negative with. I just can't roll.
Alright, first up, Barnabas.
Alright.
As you are now surrounded.
I need to put some music.
Casimir, how bad... So, just looking at him, can I see how badly Casimir is hurt? Does he look like he needs immediate attention?
He looks hurt.
Casimir, do you need immediate... Casimir, do you need immediate attention? I say, drawing my cutlass.
On a scale of 1 to 17, I'm at about a 9.
Oh, great. Damn it, I really wanted to get in there. Alright, let's see what we're dealing with, and I'm gonna just, like, pull open his, robe and, go in to heal him with my healer's kit, so he gets...
Oh, Barnabas, you might need to change the health on your token, because this was the token before you guys fixed your stuff.
Ah, damn it, that reset it on my fucking health, on my character sheet, too. What the fuck?
God damn it.
That's why it's doing it, okay.
Mine's fine.
Alright.
Anyway, so yes, I am going to restore 6 plus 4. So Casimir, you get restored by 9 hit points as I just stitch up your wound really quick.
You mean 10? 6 plus 4?
Yeah, 10.
I'm at full health, no matter the math.
And then as I finish that up, I'm gonna be like, all right. Maybe stay back away from the enemy, that's my friend. And then I'm going to run forward 5, 10, 15, right up to here. And I used my action already, so that's it. Actually, fuck it. You know what? This is a good time to do it. I am going to action surge.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that I can charge into the thick of it with my cutlass, and I am going to take a swing.
That's a hit!
Take this, you giant fucker!
As you come in, you just slash across its face, and you like actually cut off one of the tiny little grabbing arms it has at the front, and just reels back.
Kinda... Oh, whoops. I kinda hold my torch aloft, to keep it at bay, but that's it for my turn.
Alright, next up are the Favelin. These guys are gonna go ahead and keep their distance. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I say these two kind of like get right up into this area. This one's gonna like attempt to like basically climb onto the roof to get over there. These two are gonna come around here to get a better view with their bows. So, yeah, I'd say the first two... Actually, no, he's going to move into here so he can get to the guy behind you, too. So, first up is the one against you, Atanase, as this guy comes in with a scimitar and tries to make a cut against you. But I think that misses. As he comes in to swipe the blade, you just knock it aside with your sword, or your katana. Yeah, you got a katana. The one below you is actually going to go for Namir behind you. Does a 16 hit, Namir?
Yep.
Alright, this guy just comes in and just slashes you across the chest for 6 slashing damage. I would say this guy is not going to waste his turn switching his weapon to his bow, so he's just going to stay there and wait for the spider to deal with you. But these two, let's see, this one's going to shoot an arrow at you, Barnabas, seeing as you just fucked up their pet. So, I believe your armor class is 16 now? Oh.
Yep.
An arrow just goes right by your head, but misses completely. The second one, yeah, no, he's also going to shoot at you because he saw his friend miss. Oh, the first one's actually with a scimitar, but yeah, I'm still going to count it. Yep. Second one also misses with his bow. Like, you just kind of duck out of the way.
You can leave the broadside of the barn, you evil fuckers!
These two on this side, I say since they have range, this house kind of raises up a bit. I'd say anyone on this side has half cover. So I would say, well, one of them is going to aim for you, Casimir, because it was the one that shot you to begin with, and he kind of saw you get healed, and he's like, oh, fuck no.
Ah, damn it.
But I'd say you have half cover because this building kind of like raises upward.
So is it +2 AC? So
Yeah, +2 to your AC. Oh, only 50. Damn, you do not have.
Yep.
You're not thick anymore.
No, I ain't no
Did
thick
that
boy.
not roll? Oh, 19
that's
to
a
hit.
hit. That's
For
a hit.
7 piercing as you get hit in the shoulder again. The second one is actually going to. Let's see. I'm gonna have to roll to see which one he's gonna aim for. Well, actually, he's probably gonna aim for the larger target because Yara would technically have 3/4 because she's so tiny. So he's actually going to aim for you, K-Jax. But you do get half cover. What's your armor? +2 to your armor class. What is it?
16.
+2 would be.
No, like.
Oh, that's with the. Okay, so, yeah. So that does hit. You take an arrow to your leg, and you take 7 points of piercing damage.
And did damage.
They're rolling high on the damage. Damn.
K-Jax!
And yeah, I believe. Yep, that's it. Atanase, you're up.
So, sorry. I'm just gonna attack the one that's immediate, the one that tried to attack me, the one that's immediately in front of me with my katana.
Alright.
See if I can do something.
Is that there? Oh, yeah, no, he actually has a sword and shield, so that actually does not hit. As he just raises his shield and blocks your katana out of the way. So, yeah, this one, and this one currently have shields out, but the other archers do not, so they have lower armor class.
And give me 1 second to see something. And yeah, that's the end of my turn for now.
Alright, next up is Yarrow.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this guy
Alright.
with Firebolt.
Alright, that's a hit. You just launch this. You just launch your firebolt out at this guy and just nail him right in his fucked up face. And he is just like grabbing for his face, trying to get the fire away. And he is looking like pretty fucked up. Like there's like flesh is completely boiled away.
Nice.
He is not looking good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, next up is Casimir.
I'm gonna keep my little Dwendu invisible still, just because I don't want him to get hurt.
Alright.
And whoops, I have the wrong thing. I'm going to bonus action hex on that one.
Alright.
And give him disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Alright.
And then I am going to cast Eldritch Orb on that guy right there.
That guy?
Yes, the one that's right
and I
next.
believe they both. Do they have to make a saving throw, or is it just a...
Just the one that I'm not attacking.
Alright, so go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yes, you're gonna see him. He's gonna take his book out, and some like purplish, bluish flames are gonna pop up, and you're gonna hear him go Zuruka, and he casts Eldritch Orb.
That's a hit!
1. Ooh, watch
And
out.
I will
Oh,
go
damn
ahead and have the other guy roll dexterity.
Disadvantage.
He fails and takes also 1 point.
Great damage.
Yeah, guys, I'm not fucking around tonight.
And it's the one with the fucked up face is like finally like taking his hand away. It's like suddenly, boom, just gets hit, and he's like, still barely standing, but the one next to him is like, what the fuck?
That's my turn.
All right, K-Jax, you're up.
What is this?
Oh, that's that is Casey's familiar.
Okay.
His little
That's
twin.
nice.
Very throwing monster.
I'll come over here. I'll actually come here.
I would say, like, this area right here, you can't really step there because it's kind of like this section, like where they're standing, is like a little thinner across these boards, so you wouldn't actually be able to get past.
The guy that I hit takes 4 additional points because I put hex on him.
Oh, okay.
Would I be able to like go around?
Yeah, you could. Well, you could go here. I mean, there's no. That's one of the reasons why this guy's staying back, because there's no real way. Like right now, it's basically a fight between
Okay, well.
your friend and a giant spider. I don't remember. Did you get a ranged weapon at any point?
She got a hand crossbow.
Oh, yeah. You could always try to use a hand crossbow.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll try to hit the spider.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attack. Sadly that does not hit, as your hand crossbow, the bolt just flies right over the spider and into the darkness.
That's it.
Alright, next up is the spiders. This one is actually going to crawl it's going to actually crawl underneath the, it's going to crawl over the edge and actually underneath the walkway and come up right about here and kind of like partially come up and make one attack against Tiny Yarrow with his bite. Does 17 hit?
Yes.
Alright, you take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You take 5 points of poison damage.
So 9 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not actually poisoned. Alright. That's it
Does
for him.
anybody else know how to heal?
Yeah, I have the ring with lesser healing word on it.
The one in front of you, Barnabas, is going to make a bite attack against you, but misses, as it is kind of like trying to find an opening, but you keep moving your blade, kind of like...
I was holding my torch aloft, so I'm kind of scaring it off with the fire, you know?
Yeah, the fire is just kind of like Shelob to the glowing crystal. It's kind of like... next up is Namir.
Alright, I'm gonna make I'll stab and shoot the hand crossbow at the spider.
Jesus Christ! Well, first off, you can go ahead and make that hand crossbow attack against something else, as your rapier just pierces this thing right through the center of its body, and this spider just falls dead into the water.
Alright, yeah, so I'll stab
As
it,
you just
and
fucked
then
that.
I kind of like turn around and shoot the crossbow at the goblin.
Alright, yeah, you just stab this thing right through the center of itself, and it just, like, its legs curl up as it falls back into the water, and the goblin then, like, turns, like, and you suddenly just hit him, like, right here in sort of, like, the upper collarbone.
Awesome, that's it.
As he is very hurt right now. Alright, Barnabas, you're up.
Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and, with the creature attacking me holding it back with my torch, I'm going to try to like push back and then stab at it with my cutlass.
All right.
Oh, oh.
As you attempt to kind of push it back and cut down into it, your foot actually kind of slips off the plank, and you have to actually you actually have to catch yourself and rebalance, but you lose your attack.
Oh, damn it! Shitty ass roads. That's it for me.
All right, next up are the Favelin. That guy's still gonna hang out behind the spider because you can't really get to anyone.
You're a little bitch.
But this one next to you, Atanase, is going to make a scimitar attack against you for 8. Yeah, he just comes in and like slashes you across one of your legs. And this one, almost dying to your shot, he just looks at you like and comes in for the scimitar attack against you, Namir. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
You take 8 slashing damage. Oh my god, is that full damage? Yeah, they rolled a 6! Shit! Yeah, you take 8 slashing damage as this creature comes in and just slashes across your chest. You still up? Oh, shit.
Just a flesh wound.
Alright, say this one. Yeah, seeing as this one's actually going to take an arrow and attempt to shoot you, Yara, as you fucked up his day. So, let's see. Yeah, technically. I'd say that corner's sunk down enough to where you wouldn't really get cover. But yeah, this guy's gonna come in for a bow attack. Does a 9 hit, Yarrow?
No, it does not.
You just like duck down your tiny body and that arrow goes right over your head. The other one, however, is going to shoot at Casimir because he's doing some more fucking mystic shit.
Boo. Boo, that guy.
20 hits!
Yeah, 20 hits.
You today, goddamn! As another arrow just comes in and hits you in the knee.
Took an arrow to the knee.
Yep. These two over here, seeing they don't really have a good vantage point on you guys on that side, are actually going to move back over here. You know what? They're actually going to put away their bows and pull out their swords and shields. They kind of like get in here.
They're forming a phalanx.
Yep.
Those motherfuckers.
Next up is Atanase.
Alright. So, see, at the old lineup like that, I am going to cast... Yeah. I'm going to cast Burning Hand.
Oh shit!
Nice.
Is that a save? Yep, deck save. Fuck. So...
You get at least 3 of them with that.
Yeah, they all fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I can get all 4 of them.
Oh.
I think it's
Oh,
a cone.
Yeah, it's a cone, so...
I don't think you could get the guy south of you.
But if I cast it that way, probably just...
I need to get an actual cone measurement, but I would say you could get, like... You can get a total of 3. You can either get...
Sure, yeah, that's...
You're either going to miss that guy or that guy.
I'll take the 3 right in front of me and miss, don't hit the guy in the bottom.
Alright, go ahead and roll 3d6.
What is it? 3d6.
Nice.
You watch as Atanase... You know what? How do you want to do this?
So, first of all, I'm pissed that I missed the first time on my sword, and then I see them all line up. and you see my eyes glowing, even like redder than usual, like bright red, with almost like flame dancing in them. You see as the red color goes down from my eyes, down to my arms, and then in my hands, and I extend my arms forward, and you see like red flames just engulfing all three of them, going up a little bit, and you see nothing but ashes as the flame disappears.
Yeah, as
Inquisition members are good for something.
all these guys, yeah, you just watch
A
as
little bit.
Atanase completely barbecues all three of these guys.
And,
Anything else?
I think that's good for now.
I should have thrown more enemies in here.
It's not too late.
I did not know that you had burning hands.
I'm always a fan of almost dying.
Of course.
I mean, some of you are about to go down, so
Yeah, me.
I was about to say, don't speak too soon.
I'm gonna try to hit this guy
alright.
with firebolt. Yes.
You hit, and like the others that Atanase just burned to a crisp, you hit this firebolt into his chest, it burns through his chest into his ribcage, and he burns from the inside out. Falling to the ground,
I kind of yell to
roasted.
Atanase and goes like, "Yes, I did it too."
Yes, little one, you did it. I'm proud of you. Keep it going.
Jesus Christ.
High five from the back.
Alright, anything else, Yarrow?
That's it.
Mike is pissed.
I'm not pissed, I'm like, holy shit, I'm just holy shit you killed that many people at level 2.
Yep.
Like, what level is Burning Hands? Is that only a level 1 spell?
Yeah, evocation first level.
One of the
Ah.
one of the most powerful level ones.
Dude, chromatic
Right.
orb. That's what, like 46 at level 1.
Oh,
Like, there's
yeah.
some nutty spells, bro.
Was that, did you have to use any of your hit points for that one, or is that one of your other
No.
spells from your...
That's one of the other spells.
Okay. Casimir, you're up.
Okay, so this is the
as
one
you
with
watch, like, one part of the map just get completely torched by two of your members.
he feels a little performance anxiety. So this
As
is
you
the one.
should.
Yeah, this is the one that had the failed dex save, or has the dex
Yeah.
disadvantage. And did you count that he took the extra 4?
Yes,
From
you
there?
did, yeah.
Okay,
They were
cool.
both looking hurt.
Okay. So he's going to do the same thing. You're going to see, wave his staff over his book, say Zuruka, and cast another Eldritch Orb at that guy.
Alright. That is a hit.
And then the other guy takes full 6 damage.
There's not even a point in rolling their saves because you just watch as. Actually, how do you want to do this?
Oh, so he takes the book and a big, like, blackish purple, like, dark blue flame erupt from it. And, like, in the hook of his staff, like a purpley silver orb comes and he chucks it forth at them. And it just hits them and just explodes with eldritch energy. Probably
Yeah, they just
obliterating their body.
Like you destroy the walkway, and these creatures, as parts of them just fly off. Anything
And-
else?
Yeah, I think I'm the person who's taken the most damage, right? Has anyone? Does anyone look
these
worse
two.
than me? Is anyone looking worse?
Yara and Namir look like they are almost about to drop.
Yep.
Okay, because
Not doing too good either.
Namir is my boy. I'm going to use my last first level spell slot and cast Healing Word on him.
What does your
That's a
healing
bonus
word
action.
sound like? I assume some witchy shit.
I didn't even think to come up with one for Healing Word. I
I need to
think.
come up with one for Kryn. I'll let it go for now and let you think what you want.
Ignis Victim. It's some Latin for, lighting up a person.
Alright. Go ahead and roll.
7. So Namir gets 7 hit points back.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
Nope. Well, if I moved, would that help K-Jax? Like,
Well, she can move. Well, yeah, if you
like
move,
if
she
I moved
would.
down here, would that help her?
I mean, it would. She would still wouldn't be able to get past Barnabas, because like this area right here where Barnabas is standing is just like literally a wooden plank across the. Like you can actually see it. It's just literally this one plank.
All right, I'm gonna move
But,
right there
like,
anyways, just
yeah.
for strategy. And
All right.
that's my turn.
Next up is K-Jax.
I am going to try to hit the spider again.
Alright. Actually, you managed to take your bow and fire off and shoot it right through one of its eyes. But it is still barely standing.
Okay. Alright. That's it.
Alright, next up is the giant spider. It's still going to try to make an attack against you, Barnabas. As it is just pissed off at this point. That's a 12 hit!
No.
As this creature just comes in, but with a bolt through one eye, one of its legs missing, burn marks, it is not getting at you. And that's gonna be its turn. Namir, you're up.
Alright, can I see it, or would I have to kind of push past some people?
Actually, you
Can
could.
I move through,
Yeah, it would just cost.
species?
Yeah, you could move like. It would just cost you extra movement to move through there, so it'd be like 20 to get to where you are. 25.
Alright, and then I'll pop a crossbow shot at the spider.
Alright, go ahead. That's a hit, as you just fire off right through the center of this thing, and it drops dead.
Nice.
Alright. Next up is Barnabas.
I am going to. Oh, I didn't expect it to be killed so quickly. Well, I am going to, I guess, climb right on top of its dead body,
Hey, hold on a second, I'll put that.
squishing some grossness around,
Yeah, just like.
and I am going to stab into the fucker here.
Alright. That's a hit. Seeing as it's the last enemy, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. As you come in with your blade and slash across this creature, you feel some kind of primal sense inside of you, some sort of... Oh, how do I put this? Like this unnatural sense of cruelty that you did not have before. As you guys, anyone who can see him, you cut across this creature's belly, but for a second, you smell the blood, you drop your blade, both of your hands grow small claws out of them, your teeth begin, like you feel your jaw almost twist as a large toothy smile comes, and you just jump and begin to rip this creature apart and begin to eat its insides. This last,
Well, that's fucked.
at the end of your turn, as you're just standing there, the claws retract, the teeth turn to normal, and you are just sitting there, back to normal, covered in gore. What? You broke
Yeah,
up.
I'd probably throw up again.
Oh, yeah, no, you definitely throw up, and you were just... You throw up even more after that because you're now
Probably
seeing all
very
the stuff you
solid.
ate.
Yeah,
It's now
I'd probably just
What the
crying
fuck?
and throwing up and crying and throwing up.
Yeah,
Go up to him and
What the fuck?
Casimir will go up to him, like, kind of just, like, start rubbing his back and, like, be like, I assume this has something to do with the Bosu's curse. I assume I saw that, because I was, like, right behind him.
Yep, I was hoping that one of the people that failed would do this, and one of you did. But yeah, you pretty much anyone who was able to see Barnabas' token in there would have saw Barnabas change for that brief period and rip that creature apart.
Well, that's lovely.
I don't feel very well.
Well, I don't imagine goblin is your natural diet, is it?
Gazarian, does this one have the heart we need?
Let me check. Do these appear to be the spiders we're looking for?
Make a nature check.
I'll give
I
him
think we
5.
already said that they weren't. You said that they
Yeah, I
were
didn't think
smaller
they
than.
They were smaller than some of the other ones that you've seen. With that nature check, you know these are giant wolf spiders.
I'm sorry, friend. These are not the spiders we're looking for. I'm so glad Mike caught that.
I'm glad Alex is wearing a Star Wars t-shirt right now.
Oh my god, even better! These are not the spiders we're looking for. He waves his hand across for no reason. I think we'd best start moving to the grove if we're to find the spiders we're seeking. Kaz,
Might be a good idea, but I don't know about you. I could take a short breather.
Yeah, you guys would know that the trip to the grove is like a little over half a day, and it depends if you guys want to move in the middle of the night.
Maybe we rest for the night. Honestly, I'm pretty exhausted.
Yes, can we please just go to sleep?
yeah,
I think resting would be wise at this moment.
we'll just have to make sure we make haste.
Does
Once we
anybody
move.
have anything to drink?
My
With
flask is
alcohol in it?
empty. Sorry.
Please.
Oh, you don't need to drink for 24 hours. Remember?
Doesn't mean you
You
can't.
get the mouth
I know.
wash, get the taste of gobo and vomit.
No,
out.
no.
Technically, he's satisfied, so he wouldn't be thirsty.
No,
As you're asking for a drink, you actually see in one of the broken huts, there's like an old mason jar, like not a mason jar, but like one of those old jugs with the 3 X's on it, that with the giant cork.
Oh, I go over and I grab it. I open it up and I smell it. Is it alcohol?
It is very, you don't know what kind of alcohol, but it smells very strong. This is some straight southern moonshine here.
I say, oh, that's some
Are
Tennessee
there-
moonshine right there.
This is
Trying to look
close.
around. Are there any buildings that are? Are there any buildings that are intact that we could probably?
A lot of them are real, like there doesn't really seem to be any. Like you could maybe take some like if you take some time, you could probably build some sort of shelter. But you also do know that there are a few of those like hunting or scout lodges around the area, so you might be able to check for one of those.
What, like nearby?
You can check the map.
I will check the map since I am holding it to see if there's a.
Yeah, roughly about like maybe 20 to 30 minutes, just a little bit outside of the town. There does appear to be a shack of some kind. Like you see a green X that marks one of these hunting, like scout shacks.
I'll let everyone know. It's like a 20,
I think
30
that
minute
would be-
walk.
Or probably boat ride more.
Yeah,
than
by
anything.
boat.
Boat
But,
ride, there you go.
I say we go for it.
Yeah, I think any place is better than here. There's no telling if any more of these things will show up. Casimir's gonna start heading towards the boat. Be like, I'll untie it from the docks. You take your time, collect yourself.
No, I would like to get to the cabin as quickly as possible. Trust me. Also, I would like to say I am very upset right now. When we get there, we're playing a game. And all of you, I point to everybody just kind of like broadly, are playing.
Of course.
And then I kind of stomp off towards
What-
the
What kind
the
of game?
docks. I refuse to elaborate.
I run behind him.
Kind of speed things along. You don't get attacked or surprise attack in any way. You guys make it back to your boat. Following the map, it's not like there's nowhere to like get lost. It's kind of like a straight shot down one of the canals. So you like quickly make your way, and you see what looks to be like a shack sitting on a raised platform with like a small ladder leading up to it. It's not like it's big enough to fit you all, but it's not like the most fancy looking thing. There's like a small metal pipe that might be like from some sort of like one of those like metal, like those old school like wood fire stoves that might be inside.
As we were traveling there, Casimir would have sent a telepathic message to Namir, just saying, keep an eye out on Barnabas. He seems to be accelerating in his illness faster than the others. You can't respond telepathically, no.
It's kind of more like a look, but it's just an obvious, like, no shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I take it you guys climb up you kind of like tie off your boat. Anything you want to bring inside with you from the boat, you're perfectly welcome
I'm
to.
definitely bringing in my rations and
Oh yeah.
my water skin, probably, even though I don't need it.
You guys climb up into the shack, and there is indeed some sort of metal, like old wood fire stove. You see what looks to be maybe a pile of firewood that's like covered in a sort of leather tarp to keep it from getting wet. And then you see what looks to be kind of like this open box sitting on one side that, like, there's no real beds in here, but you see like an open box that looks to have like some sort of like tarps and like rope to make like hammocks. And you actually see these like metal rings on the walls to where you can actually like tie off and make sort of hammocks.
Alright, so we should light up the stove. Don't you think it's a bit chilly? Who's good at fire? I think I saw a couple of you doing some fiery things.
I can light the stove, and I do.
Alright.
Great craft.
Yeah, you just
Hey.
throw a couple of small logs in there, kind of close off, just snap your finger, and a fire begins to blow.
Alright, everybody. Gather round. Gather round. So, it comes to my attention. We've been traveling together now for 3, maybe 4 days. And while I very much enjoy all of your company, I realize I don't know a damn thing about any of you. So, I propose we play a little drinking game. A game called 2 Lies and a Truth. Each of us will go around 2 lies and 1 truth about ourselves. And everybody else will have to try to guess which is which.
This is awesome.
I can't participate because I don't drink alcohol.
Well, no, it's okay. So if you fail to guess correctly, instead of taking a shot of this delightful liquid like the rest of us, alright, help me out, folks. What can she do?
She could just
I
have a
could
drink
just
if you
That'd be
want.
a
stay
lot.
sober and just make sure that nothing attacks us.
That
Well,
works.
you have to
obviously
play.
participate. You have to.
You have to play.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Did you want to describe what your wings look like? Because I don't think you described what they actually look like if they're
Yeah.
now out.
Oh,
What do your wings look like?
I put the token in the chat.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, they look like translucent, like butterfly wings.
Aw.
Yeah, like Tinkerbell.
You're
Peter Pan.
definitely playing, Yaro, because I have to ask you about your wings. We could also play a different game where we all. I pull out a set of dice. I'm like, we could all, we could all ask each other, questions. I like the lying game more though. I like telling lies.
Whichever suits your fancy.
So who's playing? Everybody, I would assume.
Well, considering 3 of you may not be with us much longer, I don't see much harm.
Now that's very rude. So I think you should keep that negativity on the down low for the time being.
Fair enough.
Alright, so I propose everybody I pull out a die. I'm like, we on a roll, and whoever gets the lowest has to go first.
Very well.
Mike, would my character realistically have a D20, or would I be pulling out like a D6?
I would say,
I mean, there's 6
if
of
you
us.
have like, if you
There's
have
6
like,
of us, yeah.
I assume you have. You said dice. Do you have like bone dice or any of the dice, like a dice thing?
I think I just have the
I would say like.
maybe I don't have dice at all. I thought I did.
Well, I mean, you could probably have like a D6, like a couple D6s, like something that's used for more like just a average dice game. I don't really think they would have like D20s, but I would say everyone roll a D6.
Hey, whoever gets the lowest has to go first.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Oh.
see if anyone
That
else.
is amazing.
No,
None
no,
of
us first.
Oh my god.
Oh,
this is
no,
long-
actually, we're just gonna go in the order of this because it like none of you rolled the same.
That's amazing.
That's insane.
Yarrow, Atanase, Barnabas, then K-Jax. Yeah, we're just gonna go through this order. This works. First up, Yarrow.
Okay, so the game is 2 lies and 1 truth. Right?
Exactly.
Okay. So... Okay. I am a human. And I actually was raised in a farm. And I have a brother that I'm looking for.
So what's
I'm
your
a hazard to
brother's
guess
name?
that you're not a human.
What's your brother's name?
My brother's name is Simon.
Right. So that's who you're looking for, because there's no way in hell you're a human, and so therefore you did not grow up on a farm.
Well, actually you're wrong. So...
Oh, damn it.
I mean, technically, you don't have to say if you're right or wrong.
Would this be like insight versus deception checks?
You guys could make anyone who wants to make an insight check could make an insight check. I would actually limit it to one person because that way we don't have everyone rolling and kind of like ganging up.
Yeah.
So you guys decide. One of you gets to roll an insight check.
I'm not rolling it. I feel comfortable with our answer.
All right.
I guess I would roll.
All right. You
I
believe
guess I'm
everything
comfortable
she
with it
said.
too. Did she say which one was the truth or no?
She doesn't have to. I don't believe
Yeah.
unless that's some.
Well, we could guess because Alex.
Yeah,
just,
really, you guys could like guess all you want. So
Yeah,
if,
well, exactly. Yeah,
if Barnabas believes one of them is the truth, then yeah, go with it.
What? So, but I thought the game was that you guess, and if you're wrong, you have to drink.
Oh yeah. So
That's what I thought.
all you have to say is whether they have to drink or not. I just
Oh.
going down the list.
Okay.
Atanase, what do you say is the truth? What do you say
the
is
one
the
that
truth?
when she says she grew up on the farm.
Then you'd have to drink.
All right, I'll
Atanase
drink
has
up.
to drink. Barnabas, which one did you say was the
Well,
truth?
I was wrong. I already had to drink.
All right.
I took a big shot and like coughed really loud and made a big deal out of it. I was like, what?
Casimir, which one did you go with?
I grew up on the farm, so Casimir had to
You have to drink.
Yes.
Namir,
He's human.
You don't have to drink.
And Kristen, did you? If she wants to.
She's in the bathroom.
All right, so we'll just say that she has to drink too. All right, next up is Atanase.
All right. Let me think of something. Let me see. I am looking for my father. My mother rejected me when I was young. And I am marked for death.
All right, going down the list here. Alex, which one do you want to go with?
Well, I suppose just working things out, you know. I believe you're not marked for death. Although I suppose it could be by some very minor faction. I think perhaps your mother reached. Only a mother
shit.
could not know.
Yep. You cut out.
You
cut out. Yeah.
Oh, Barnabas said that he thinks that your mother rejected you. He says that you have a face only a mother could not love.
Okay, you drink.
Damn! Takes another big shot.
All right, Casimir.
I'm going to believe that you are marked for death.
Everybody should respond because otherwise, if I give the answer, then everybody's going to know.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying
no.
to say.
But
Yeah, just
everyone
like-
says
remember the
everything at
answers
once,
until
it's like,
after.
Like, my first reaction was the
Yeah,
other
everyone-
one.
yeah,
So
everyone-
even if I know that's wrong, that was what I was gonna say.
everyone give your answers, then he'll say who's wrong and who's right.
Yeah. That was
So,
gonna say the mother. So
Casimir, which
drink.
one do you choose?
I'm saying I am marked for death is
All
the
right.
truth.
Namir?
I'm gonna say I'm marked for death is the truth.
Alright, Yarrow?
the mother one.
Then you'll drink up.
Oh!
You all drink up. Except for Kristen, but she wasn't here to hear. So. Well, you can
I'm
jump
not
into the
drinking,
next
so I
one.
just drink water. I
You drink
guess.
some water or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright,
Casimir's got two sips in.
yeah, that makes more sense to do it that way. So, Alex, you're up.
So,
Okay, there you go, your voice is back.
I was born in an orphanage. I was a pirate, or I feel completely comfortable being the head man in charge.
Alright, going down the list, and you're gonna say who's wrong and who's right at the end. Atanase, which one do you choose?
The first one, he was born in an orphanage.
Alright, as a truth or a lie?
The truth one.
Alright, Casimir?
I'm gonna say truthful, completely comfortable being the head man in charge.
Alright, Namir?
Headman in charge.
Ajax, I don't even, like, you know him already, so I'm unsure if this would be unfair. But I would,
Probably.
yeah, I would say you might want to stick out of that round. Unless Barnabas is okay.
No.
Right.
She can play. She can play.
Which one do you choose?
Repeat them again.
Actually, what do you go last? Because Yarrow still has to go. Yarrow, you go first before.
He was headman in charge.
Alright. Now, Kristen, which one?
The three were I was born in an orphanage, I was a pirate, or I feel completely confident being the head man in charge.
I think the truth is that you were a pirate. You're not anymore.
Everybody except for K-Jax take a drink.
I take a sip.
Yarrow looks very
So this is-
worried about the lack of confidence that our headman in charge has.
Alright,
Gas.
Next up is K-Jax.
Okay. I own more than 20 different rings. Wait, okay, so it's one truth and then 2 lies?
Nice, yeah.
Okay. I used to have my own pirate ship. And I have a pet parrot.
Alright, starting at the top, Atanase.
And that's not easy. I'd go for the pirate ship, the true one.
Okay, Barnabas, love you go last. Casimir.
I'm gonna say the truth is she has a pet.
Alright, Namir.
Truth is, she has like 20 rings.
Yarrow.
20 rings.
Barnabas.
40 rings.
The rings is the truth, for sure.
Alright, so Atanase and
I wish I had a pirate ship. That'd be cool.
Atanase and Casimir.
Yeah,
I've had to drink for everyone. So.
we could have ordered the ship, but it was fun riding on it at least.
And then boom, we get attacked. Everyone's drunk.
Alright, next up, Namir.
Sorry, so it's, yeah, 1 truth and 2 lies. Alright. I am confident that at some point I'm gonna get back to my village and be happy again. I feel confident that half the party's not gonna turn into demons. And one of my son's names is Callum.
Alright, first up, Atanase.
I would say the first one.
The village thing.
Yeah.
Alright. Barnabas.
I would have sworn you mentioned Callum before. That's my guess. I doubt your confidence I'll survive. I'm not even confident. Anyway.
Yarrow.
The sun one.
Alright, K-Jax.
The sun.
Alright, Casimir.
I'd say Casimir would probably know.
Yeah. I mean, but at the same thing, you're like confident that half the party will not turn into demons. Like, that's true. Half of the party will not turn into demons.
Yeah.
So I feel a little conflicted with that, but he. Oh man, I want to check my notes, but I'm going to go with the first one.
Alright. Namir, who drinks?
Atanase, Casimir, and I think that's just it. Atanase and Casimir.
You two drink again.
You
literally-
had mentioned your son before, hadn't you? I could have sworn you had mentioned the name Callum.
Named him after a old friend I used to know.
I literally, as soon as I said that, checked my notes and was like,
Oh.
fuck. So I
Barnabas
would have
always
known.
listens to his homies.
Yeah.
Last up, Casimir.
He'll go and say, I have made a pact with a dark entity. I am one of 5 children.
I'm a pedophile.
And I'm a pedophile.
Well, we all know the truth.
And I too am marked to die.
Alright, Atanase.
Could you repeat the second one again?
I am one of 5 children.
I would say this one. That's the truth.
Alright. Barnabas.
What? Say that you have made a deal with a dark entity. You seem like the type.
Alright. K-Jax.
The third one.
Alright. Yarrow.
The dark entity.
Namir.
One of 5 children.
Who drinks?
Namir and Atanase are the only ones that don't drink.
The rest of you drink.
The rest drink.
You guys finish
I get to
off.
take a drink.
You guys finish off the last of the moonshine that you found. As the
So
night.
how old is dear Callum?
Callum's dead. Or
Damn.
Barnabas-
Where did
Barnabas
alive?
gets like a
Wow.
Wait, Callum's alive.
the kid's alive. The friend's dead.
Right, I was asking about the kid. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
I have no idea where the fuck he is.
Your son?
Yeah.
Barnabas gets like a really concerned look on his face. What do you mean?
It's better that way.
Well, I suppose all I can say is, I wish I had been around when I was growing up. But nonetheless, Barnabas looks like visibly uncomfortable. turns to Yaro. So a farm? What kind of farm?
You're just gonna ignore that and just gonna start looking into Cappy's bag, trying to do something.
Rude.
Wait.
Okay, so you're actually going to look through Kathy's bag now. Okay, first off, the important one, you find 2 vials of a red liquid, as she had 2 standard healing potions on her, just in case one of you 2 got hurt. There is a 50-foot hemp rope. There is
Yeah, we're gonna light that up.
4 rations. And there is a what is it called? The sleeping mat or the god damn it, what the fuck is it
Bedroll?
called again? Bedroll, yeah.
One bedroll.
And you find a letter.
Who is it addressed to?
The outside is blank.
Is it open or closed?
It is closed with, or actually it actually would be opened.
I wouldn't go through that. It's a federal crime to open mail.
It's
Not
open.
unless it's already open.
What is federal?
I opened
I
the letter.
just heard that somewhere. I don't know.
You open the letter. There are only 2 short sentences. The first one is, well, actually, not even sentences. There's basically 1 line and then a single word below that. The 1 line reads, Orson's Shop of Wonders, and below that you read 1 name of Kovesh. So, Orson.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Lemire, in your thing you said, and I apologize if this comes off as offensive, but you said that you
Oh,
have
I got
a
it
son
right.
named Callum. Wouldn't it be you had a son named Callum? Oh wait, no, he's not dead. I'm getting that mixed up. Never mind.
What was that, Euro? You said
I just
somebody
put
nothing.
it
No
put it
offense.
back.
Okay. Alright, you put everything back.
Orson Kovesh.
That's on the letter that only she has seen.
I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. I'm just gonna chill.
Orson's
We're your
Shop
friends,
of
yeah.
Wonders. Just for your notes, Shop of Wonders. Orson's
Yeah,
Shop of
yeah.
Wonders.
That's
Alright.
exactly what I got. Yeah.
Is that the shop we went to?
No, that was Bernard's Shop of Oddities or some like his shop changes names almost daily.
Could it
Hard
be
to tie
Orson
down
or Shop of
copyright.
Wonder sometime?
Alright, Alright.
Casimir, mind a quick conversation now that we have a little bit of time on our hands?
Absolutely. My friend. All the time in the world for you. He's a little drunk because he literally had to drink for every single one of those.
I only drank for one, so I'm actually like doing okay.
It was moonshine though.
Moonshine fuck you up, I'll tell you.
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
Namir knows. Casimir doesn't drink a lot. Namir, he's a seasoned drinker.
So, are you guys trying to have a private
It
conversation?
doesn't have to be in whisper. It doesn't have to be, I don't think. I
Alright.
don't think anyone's gonna mitigame. But I would say so Casimir, I know well, I had a conversation with Gretel and it informed me of some stuff, but I wanted to know what you want to do once we get into Wallachia.
Well, I think you know my intentions. I want to try to get more information on the Inquisition. What are your intentions?
What happens when... Sorry, if you find out your wife and daughter are dead, what are we going to do after that? What are you going to do after that?
I'm going to burn the Inquisition to the ground. I'm going to find
The Council
every last Council of 13. Go on.
Do you trust them? Do you think that they're gonna fulfill your intentions? Do you think that they don't have other motives?
I'll accomplish it without them. Anyone
It's not an accusation. It's not a. I'm not blaming you if you do, but are you going to?
Am I going to punish those that brought this upon me?
Are you gonna find the Council of 13?
Is that something we've talked about, Mike?
Yes.
I'm pretty
You
sure
haven't
it is.
said a word. You haven't said a word about it to me.
Well, in the back
They
notes,
cannot.
it is the group
I just
of
wanted to make
cabins.
sure it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was those are that's what they're called.
Who?
No metagame. Shut up. You know nothing.
And then, sorry, re-pitch your question because I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page because I had listed them as separate.
I'm saying I'm not blaming you if you do, but are you going to find the Council of 13?
Of course.
If I take my issue to them, do you think they'll help it, or do you think they'll make it worse?
Is there something that I could roll that would better help? I think from what we've talked about,
Roll a history check.
advantage.
You don't know them that well.
Okay.
You know, you have like some in with that, but you've never actually you don't know them like that well. There are some on the council that might be able to, but you know there are others that might jump to benefit from his situation.
I'll just look to him and say, I think we'll find common allies within the 13 willing to help us both achieve what we want. We'll just have to choose our allies carefully.
Well, my first destination will be Kovesh because I need to learn more. But once I get there, if there's a chance that the Holy City might provide a better answer, then I'm gonna take whatever is gonna solve this.
I understand. I want what afflicts you to and as quickly as possible. I know you
not
haven't.
just for me. If I have to do everything in my power to not let this get worse.
You know I'll help you to the ends of the world and back, as I know you would for me, if it is what would help you. I'll be there at your side.
Understood, and he'll just shuffle away at that point.
Casimir is gonna just kind of like, as he walks away, just kind of like wryly look at him. Before he goes, Casimir is gonna like hand on the shoulder and be like, "What did Auntie Gretel say to you?"
She
You haven't been
couldn't
the
fix
same.
it, and he's gonna. He just says she couldn't fix it, and then pulls away.
Sorry, my friend. He'll start walking back with him.
Any other interactions for the evening?
No,
Nobody else?
Probably go to sleep.
Yeah.
Alright, who wants to take first watch?
I'll take
Yeah.
There are three watches throughout the night.
Yaro's not drunk, so
Alright, so Atanase and Yarrow take the first watch. Who wants to take the second?
Barnabas and KJ.
And that leaves
I'll
Casimir
take the
and...
third.
I'll take the third with Namir.
Alright, so, as Atanase and Yarrow on first watch, that leaves the rest of you asleep. I need both Barnabas and K-Jax to meet me in Whisper Chat.
Oh, shit.
Alright, Atanase and Yarrow, unless you guys were going to have any conversation while doing a watch, your watch goes uneventful. As you do, as it comes to an end and you go to wake up, both K-Jax and Barnabas, both of them actually jolt awake at the exact same time.
I don't do anything. I don't do nothing. Oh. Is it our watch already?
yeah, are you okay?
You alright?
I'm good. You get to sleep. Get up.
Alright.
That's
And
what
I just go
alcohol
to sleep.
does to your body. That's why you shouldn't drink.
Oh, shut up, you fatty.
Has multiple connotations.
Yeah, but he's not wrong.
I didn't say
I'm
anything
not a
that wasn't
fairy.
true.
I'm a human.
No, you
I should-
aren't. Humans don't
There
have
we go.
wings.
Just go into your watch, you old man.
Okay.
Alright. As both as Barnabas and K-Jax go for their watch, Atanase meet me in Whisper Chat.
Yeah, that's the way.
Cool boy.
Yep.
K-Jax. I wanted to say, I know things have been rather crazy lately. But I hope you know I didn't forget. Barnabas pulls from his pack a smushed looking and waterlogged, just soggy ass birthday cake. K-Jax, happy birthday!
Oh, thank you. I'll take
I,
it.
I've been meaning to give it to you, but this swamp has been not very pleasant to us.
Did you bring candles?
I think I go over very quietly to Casimir's pack and braid it for candles.
Casimir's had to drink for each one, so he definitely doesn't notice, and he definitely has candles.
I know you have candles, and that's why I specifically went to your pack.
Yeah. You hear Casimir snoring loudly, though.
So, between you and me, I had a really fucked up dream just a little bit ago.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Listen, K-Jax, I'm right next to you, and you might want to get your hearing checked. No, I'm just fucking with you. I said I had a really fucked up dream just a little bit ago.
Me too.
I dreamt we were back on the Crimson Wrath.
Did we have the same dream?
Well, it depends. Did you see some kind of scary-looking 8-foot-tall motherfucker with driftwood for its face?
It was crazy. Yeah.
Don't owe that guy anything. I want to say it.
Are you sure?
Well, I suppose I could have gotten too drunk to remember, but honestly, the whole thing did seem really familiar. I don't like it. I don't like having dreams like that. I feel like it's all tied to this becoming a monster thing. So I think maybe once we find a cure for this, we'll be all good dreams, dreaming about, cupcakes and the like.
Yeah.
Until then, I don't think we should worry too much about crazy hallucinations.
Even if we're having the same ones.
Yeah, maybe don't mention it to the, I point to Atanase, to the, witch hunter one over there. But, these seem like alright people. They haven't thrown us up so far, and they know we were pirates now.
Yeah.
I point towards Casimir. He is some kind of dark, tentacle monster thing. So, that's not much better. We have a name for people like him down in Zorzair, but I'm not going to say it right here.
He's gonna hear Casimir continue snoring like.
Alright.
So, while you were gone, Mike, during Barnabas and K-Jax's watch, Barnabas gave her a smushed, really wet, gross birthday cake that he had been holding on. And then we talked about her dream.
And he also really supported Casimir and his lifestyle choices and understood. He was like, hey, I get it.
Yeah, I did not.
We were like, you know what? I'm on board with that.
Whoa, hey. Fucking gross, dude.
Alright. Barnabas and K-Jax, as your watch ends, nothing seems to transpire. You go back to bed, and
well, hold on, before I go back to bed, I have a question. When Casimir goes to sleep, does he take his boots off?
Does he?
I don't think he does, no.
Damn it. Alright.
He's probably too drunk for that.
Yeah, definitely too drunk to do that this time.
I was gonna take a shit in your boot.
Casimir
Make him a real shit heel.
Yeah.
Casimir and Namir, you are awakened in what is probably a very bad hangover, as you've probably been asleep for a few hours, probably 4 hours.
I would wake up Casimir by getting right next to his ear and just be like, hey, sexy, it's time to wake up.
Gosh, 5 more minutes.
I would lick your ear.
Oh, God.
Oh. Marina, is that you?
You can smell my breath. It's just terrible. It smells like rotting fish and like teeth that are like about to fall out.
Oh no, that's Barnabas.
You want to watch my Mother
Yeah.
of 5?
Yes. Thank you for alerting me. I guess
I'm
I
gonna
should.
curl up in Casimir's sleeping bag after he gets out of it.
Yeah, he's gonna go wake up in the mirror.
Alright. You guys take your watch, unless you want to discuss anything else.
I do.
Do you want to go to Whisper Chat for it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Secrets.
Alright.
Secrets.
Hold on.
That's my line.
Mike, stay here for a second.
Alright.
Can I make a stealth check to try to stay awake and hear what they say?
Yes, make a stealth check.
Okay. I'm gonna do it 2 DMs so that they don't know.
As long as it's above their
For passive
passive perception, which I think, like, as long as you roll above a 13, I think. Nope. You try to, you obviously see you, and I guess you would go back to, yeah.
Yeah, I just.
They would wait for you to actually go to sleep. Alright.
Yep.
But, real fast, as your guys' watch ends, nothing transpires. The sun begins to rise as it is now about... you guys drank, so about 7 in the morning.
Full rest.
Yep, full rest. Everyone rest. You awake to the next morning.
Casimir will go and nudge everyone with his staff to wake them up.
Alright.
Oh, what the hell? I'm in your sleeping bag, by the way, Casimir.
Oh yeah, he goes to you first.
Well, technically, what the fuck were they?
Actually, no.
God damn it, I'm forgetting what the fuck. A hammock. That's what you guys had. So you could literally flip him.
I'll flip him.
Oh, god damn you.
Knowing that he was trying to eavesdrop, I'll just do a complete flip.
He'll say something along the lines of, I don't know you. Fuck you.
Sorry, it just seemed you were sleeping so deeply. My other attempts didn't make much headway.
How to make headway upside your head.
Oh, come now. It's no talk of friends. We're friends, aren't we?
Yes. Fuck you, though. Barnabas gets up.
Alright. The rest of you wake. Atanase wakes with a startle. Almost like you woke from a nightmare of some kind.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant night at all. Not pleasant. Anyway,
Did you
we
dream
should
of
hurry
an
up.
8-foot tall man with driftwood for his face?
No, did not.
Oh, alright. Well, I was just asking.
What, did you?
No, that would be weird.
It's oddly specific, though.
I like to come up with weird things, you know.
Yeah,
That is true.
I guess.
Anyway, we should be on our way. We have little time left.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys probably take a quick breakfast.
Sausages.
Head down to the boat, and I just need to make sure you guys are heading to the red X on the map that you received.
Yep.
Yes. That way.
Alright, that is... let's see. I'm just gonna get a drawing tool here freehand. So, this would be the outpost. You guys are about here. And somewhere about here is the red X. So it's about close to half a day. And then it's a full day back to the outpost. as you have to start making your way more north.
Alright, get this shit. Get this bread.
You all load up. I assume packing away anything. Yoro, did you want to do anything with the stuff you found? Like the healing potions, the rations.
Oh well,
Just
yeah.
pack.
I packed the rations, but I leave the healing potions there.
Alright. In the bag, right? You still take the bag with
Yeah,
you?
yeah, of course.
You're gonna leave them at the shop. Alright.
Who needs healing potion?
So,
They look boring.
who is taking the oars, and which one of you is actually going to lead with the map this time?
I will take an order like normal.
Alright?
Like Casimir handled the map, he's done such a good job so far.
Be up front talking with Atanase. Kind of keep my distance from Kaz for a little bit.
Oh boy, what happened?
Did you guys have a lover squirrel?
We did.
Aww. It's gonna be alright.
It won't. Don't you
Right,
try
so-
to talk.
Assume
Yeah,
you guys
leave
will-
the person
Oh
with...
no, you guys will be in the front.
I don't know why I'm the person being left to make the survival checks, but I will do it because apparently no one else wants to.
Yeah, the Blood Hunter doesn't want to, so the Witch will do it.
Alright, as you guys get in, all I need is the first survival check made, and we'll see where things go.
I'm
Yeah.
a- yeah, there we go. Fuck.
Alright,
10.
let's hope that works. As you guys begin to move through the canal, you follow the advice of your navigator and begin your trek towards the grove. And that's where we'll end it for tonight.